Take a look at this prison surveillance video. It raises a serious question. Was this takedown a crime? Or did the state retaliate and charge that corrections officer for speaking out to ABC 15? Now, we've been covering this case for years, and now it's finally over. A judge issuing a verdict of not guilty. Here's ABC 15 Chief Investigator Dave Biskobing.
It's taken almost 4 years to get here, and if you're wondering why a judge issued the verdict and not a jury, well, here's why. This was the second time the Maricopa County Attorney's Office brought the case to trial. Last year, the case ended in a hung jury. The final vote nearly acquitted the officer. After that, MCAO didn't want a jury anymore, so they asked for a bench trial. That means one that's just in front of a judge. And after hearing the whole case over again, the judge found that officer not guilty. Now, we got some video of the verdict.
We're on the record. CR 2020-136-173-001. Again, State versus Mark Hasz.
This grainy footage is from the court's video feed, and the final hearing was short, just 3 minutes. That's all the time the judge needed to clear former Arizona Department of Corrections Lieutenant Mark Hasz.
And the court is prepared to announce verdict.
Before we get to those two final important words, here's how we got here. The state charged Lieutenant Hasz with aggravated assault for this takedown. It happened on July 21st, 2020, inside Arizona's Lewis Prison. The high-risk inmate was handcuffed when Lieutenant Hasz brought him over to the wall and then 20 seconds later took him down to the floor. Now, the inmate wasn't injured. Prosecutors claimed that use of force was excessive and a crime. In the first trial, most of the 8-person jury disagreed. In a 6-2 vote, the jury hung, most voting to acquit. And that's without jurors getting to hear that the lieutenant was a documented whistleblower. He was arrested and charged shortly after he spoke out to ABC 15. He blew the whistle about the prison director, a lack of COVID precautions, and the dangers of broken prison doors.
In CR 2020-136-173-001.
Now, back in court, the judge gave little explanation for his decision.
The court finds the defendant, Mark Hasz, on the charge of count 1, aggravated assault, not guilty. All right. Any other matters other than the release orders are vacated at this time? Anything else we need to take up on the record?
The state will not poll the jury or the judge.
All right, fair enough.
No, nothing else.
Thank you.
All right, you are free to go.
Throughout this case, MCAO has denied that retaliation played any role in their decision to prosecute. But we're not done investigating this case. Now that it's over, we plan to interview that lieutenant, and we're going to dig deeper into that prosecution. So stay tuned. For now, I'm Investigator Dave Biskobing, ABC 15, Arizona.